Hello, friends. Those back pages here. I hope you're well. Tonight's episode, as you can tell by the title, my favorite card in my collection. Before I begin, I want to thank everybody for taking your time to spend with me. It's very, very much appreciated. And I've picked up a bunch of new subscribers just this week, and I'm very thankful for you all. I'm glad you're here. So, what is this hobby all about? I'm fortunate enough to own the cards you see in front of you. I've been collecting for a long time. I've been collecting slabs going on 15 years now. I'm very fortunate to have what I have, and I'm very appreciative and grateful. What I'm very grateful for are my friends. Two of them you see here, featured on custom cards made at the 2017 show and the 2018 show. Thank you, PSA, for providing these for free for anyone who's willing to wait online to get their picture taken. In 2017, it was in Chicago. 2018, it was in Cleveland. I believe in Chicago they had jerseys and such that you were able to use if you wanted to, but there were the three of us, so we just all hopped in the picture. And then last year, we picked up the LeBron jersey. Snapped the photo. Favorite card in my collection, and I think this is a video everyone should do. Everyone watching, everyone not watching. Go ahead and get it out there, get it on record. I know it's difficult, but for me that is very easy. It is, you've probably already guessed it, my 1985 Topps 620 Dwight Gooden autograph card. Quick backstory on it. For those of you who might not have seen that video from quite some time ago, so I decided it's good for a refresher course. I was born in 1971 in Flushing, Queens. Born and raised Flushing, Queens. So obviously at a young age I was shown Mets baseball. Grew up a Mets fan. Really started in 78, but I think 77, I remember a little bit, Seaver being traded, Kingman being traded. But the Mets in 77 were not very good. They were not very good. So I rooted for them because they were on the local TV and we could go to the games. I was raised by my grandparents, mainly my grandmother. Very supportive, and me as an only child. No brothers and sisters. Showing enthusiasm for Mets games, baseball cards, comics, everything the kids in the 80s were into. So Gooden came up in 84, dominated, was electrifying, captivating, and me as a 13-year-old was completely enamored with Dwight Gooden. So when 1985 rolled around, the packs came out with his Topps rookie in it. I know he was in the traded set, and I had one of those. I do now as well, but every morning before homeroom, I don't even know if they still have homeroom, best friend and I would head to the Tiamo store on the way to the schoolyard, and pick up 4 or 5 packs of 85 tops. And then in the schoolyard before homeroom, Corey and I would both open the packs, chew the gum, and look for Dwight Gooden's rookie card. Corey, to this day, never got the collecting bug. Never really got into it. And I've always said I believe collectors are born, they are not made. Whether it's cards, comics, coins, stamps, bottle caps, driver license plates, whatever it may be, you're always collecting something. And that's great. Because collecting has saved my life. So, many packs opened in 85. Yada, yada, yada. We all know his history, what wound up happening, etc. So all my cards were filed away. People passed away. I moved. People passed away. I retired. My first time from collecting, my initial retirement was in late 97, early 98. Just let everything sit. And then I moved and had to handle all my cards, and that, started the fever all over again, and came back and started collecting slabs, but that's a story for another day. But, so, in 2010, I was diagnosed as a type 2 diabetic. Changed my life. And later that year, I was feeling really down. And in those situations when I'm feeling really down, I look at my cards and remember how things used to be. So I was looking at my cards and I ran across my Topps Gooden rookies. And I thought to myself, if Bob Costas can keep a Mickey Mantle card in his wallet, I sure as heck can keep a Gooden in mine. Now, Gooden's worth about $25, and, well, Mantles are worth what they are, and we all know that. So into my wallet, the card you see here went. This was in 2010. Also the first year I attended the National. It was in Baltimore that year. 2011 it was in Chicago, and then 2012 it was back in Baltimore. So I went on my own, took Amtrak. The year prior I had met Dustin and Kirk at the show, and we became friends. Then at the 2012 show, Kirk said, "Hey, Eric, you want to go to Steiner Party Friday night? It's free. It's at a bar or restaurant right in the area. You want to go?" I said, "Sure, I'll go. Why not?" He's like, "Oh, there's going to be some people there. Ricky Anderson's going to be there. Barry Larkin's going to be there. Dwight Gooden's going to be there." It's like, "Oh, wow, Dwight Gooden's going to be there. I got to go. Yeah, I want to go." No problem. He got me on the list. This was Friday night. He told me this on Wednesday. Might have been Tuesday, but I think it was Wednesday. Then on Thursday, it hit me that I had this card in my wallet. Totally forgetting that it was in my wallet the entire time. Till before, I think it was Thursday. It was before the party. So I told the guys of the story of this card, and I said, "I'm going to get Dwight to sign it for me." So at the party on Friday, I approached Dwight Gooden. He was sitting there, and I introduced myself, and he was very nice. And I gave him a brief history of the card. Told him I had grown up a Mets fan, and he was my idol as a kid, not a child, but as a kid. And I had his picture up, a picture of him up in my living room wall, which didn't exactly go over well with my grandfather, but that's another time, I suppose. So, he enjoyed the story. He was very gracious. It wasn't a very long meet or anything. And I asked him if he could sign my card, and he had a Sharpie, and he signed it to Eric, best wishes, Doc Gooden. I thanked him for everything, And the Mets won the World Series when I was 15 years old. So in the 80s, when you're 15 and there's no internet, your baseball team winning the World Series is about as good as it gets. So the next day on Saturday, I went to the PSA booth and said, hey, I need this slabbed. I need it back before the show ends because it's not leaving my site. So they said, no problem. I think it was an exuberant fee of maybe $35. I don't remember what it was. Doesn't matter. I wanted it encapsulated. I knew it was real and real beat up. But, a wallet card, my original wallet card, it is what it is. And funny enough, every year since then, I've been trying to go to a baseball card exchange and open 3-packs. I started doing that in 2012. No, actually it was 13. It was the year after. I was like, I got to replace the wallet card. And every year since, I've opened 3. And early on this on my channel, I did a live on video opening of 3-packs from the show last year. And I, of course, did not get one. I have not gotten another 620 since. But I will be trying again this year. So that's the brief history of my favorite card in my collection. I'm no singer. I'm not going to attempt to sing. I did, and it's horrible, and it will never, never be seen. Anyway, there's a song by Billy Joel called Vienna. And every time I hear this song, it reminds me of the hobby. I'm going to read the lyrics. If you know what this song is, feel free to sing along. Slow down, you crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile. But then if you're so smart, then tell me, why are you so afraid? Where's the fire? What's the hurry about? You'd better cool it off before you burn it out. You've got so much to do and only so many hours in a day. But you know that when the truth is told, that you can get what you want or you can get old. You're going to kick off before you even get halfway through. When will you realize the hobby waits for you? Slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you want to be before your time. Although it's so romantic on the borderline tonight. That doesn't really help much, but let me skip some of this. Too bad, but it's the life you lead. You're so ahead of yourself that you forgot what you need. Though you can see when you're wrong, you can't always see when you're right. You've got your passion, you've got your pride, but don't you know that only fools are satisfied? Dream on, but don't imagine it'll all come true. When will you realize the hobby waits for you? Slow down, you crazy child, and take eBay off the phone and disappear for a while. It's all right. You can afford to lose a day or two. When will you realize The hobby waits for you. So yes, every time I hear that song, that just really applies to the hobby. You know, the hobby is always going to be here, people. There are gonna be people that try to exploit you, the hobby, everything for the dollar. All the scam talk going on and everything that's going on, but the hobby is going to survive. It's always going to survive. Nobody is bigger than the hobby. Everybody is important. Everybody matters. You matter. The hobby waits for you. Thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it. I know this has gone on too long. And I know Dave would like this to be twice as long. Again, you matter. Always learning. Keep learning. Share your knowledge. And be kind to each other.